Hey everybody, it's your bruddaZen back with another timeless pick-a-card reading, and in this one we have a special day. Today is my mother's birthday, so happy birthday to your mamacita. And us also, we have daylight savings time happening at the time of this recording. Now, this is all timeless, but the energy will follow the video throughout time. So what we're going to be looking at here are messages from our future self that they want us to know, because we're leaping forward and we're kind of, this hour is disappearing, but we're seeing what spirit of our higher self, our future self, wants us to know right now for this time in our lives. And because it is my mom's birthday, we're also going to ask what your mama's spirit, whether they're here with us or on the other sides, what message they have for you. So because my mom loves butterflies, you're going to have a choice between 3 different butterflies. You can choose from as many of them as you want. Timestamps will be listed down in the description box, so you can jump to whatever one you want to. But I'm going to start with the number 1 butterfly right now. If you chose butterfly number 1, then this is the reading for you. And all the cards I use in a reading, I do list in the description box of this video down below. So if any of them catch your interest and you want them for yourself, you know where you can pick them up. We're going to start off with the Wild Mystic Oracle. Get the overall energy of what spirit is wanting us to know right now. So let's take a look here. For those that chose butterfly number 1, all right, they do want this one right here. All right. And we have the, looks like the vulture with consume. So we'll take a look here and see what that brings in. And I'm just going to put that right here. All right, let me just, there we go, a little more balanced. And let's see what the vulture brings in for us around consume. All right. I'm sure, of course, V is in the back of the book, right? All right. So the vulture, this card represents the union of life and death, consuming that which has died in order to live. Many of the mythologies surrounding the vulture are in opposition to one another. So while the ancient Egyptians associated the bird with life-giving, fertility, protection, and feminine deities, the ancient Greeks and Romans associated the bird with war, destruction, and ill omen and masculine deities. So the vulture card may be asking you to confront your own duality and how the opposites within yourself complement you as a whole. As a carrion bird, the vulture is fundamentally linked to death, but it is through their scavenging that they feed themselves and their young. Just as the death of one creature nourishes the life of another, remember that we are 3-dimensional imperfect beings made up of negative and positive traits. Our shadow may nourish our light as we learn and accept our own imperfections. The vulture was often used as an agent of vengeance in Greek myths, such as the vulture, though some translate also state eagle, who tortured Prometheus at Zeus's behest. Vengeance as an emotion can consume and must be kept in check. This card asks you to take care that vengeance and overwhelming negative emotion do not consume you, and to find the balance between light and dark. The shadow reading of this talks about, it represents a conclusion that is difficult to swallow, either about those around you or about yourself. So there may be a conflict or a contradiction that's not easy to resolve right now, or a hypocrisy you've discovered that unsettles you. So sit with this discovery and allow it to digest. I love that. And the element of this card is air. So what I really like about this is this power of contrast, realizing that within us we have both our higher spiritual body and our human existence, and that we are this balance between them both. And we came down here on purpose, for a purpose, to experience that contrast. So when we realize we're so much more than this human character that we're playing, we are a powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being who's made of unconditional love, who came down here to experience the opposites, the world of conditions, so that we can understand ourselves more. A lot like you don't realize you're breathing air, being in an air sign, until you're 6 feet underwater, where there is non-air. So experiencing non-air allows us to understand and appreciate air so much more. So I love this contrast, and it's about understanding and not judging ourselves, allowing ourselves to, instead of having like our spiritual side feel it has to destroy our shadow, that it actually completes it. Because what our shadow is really, our human side is really hungering for, is the unconditional love of back home, which is what our higher self is made out of, so they can walk hand in hand rather than being at conflict. So it's like the consuming of it is allow your human side to swallow the unconditional love from above, allow it to come into us instead of resisting it. So I like that. So that's the message from Spirit. And then we're going to use the Angels and Ancestors Oracle for the messages from your future self. What do they want you to know right now in your life for this time of your life? So for those that chose butterfly number 1, what would you like them to know? All right, and they do want this one right here. And you've got the Traveler. So move in a new direction. Beautiful, beautiful card there. We'll put them over here. And let's see what additional message they bring in. It says, welcome any opportunities to travel either to the outer world or to your inner world. So consume, allow it to come into you, right? The Traveler card represents the gypsy spirit within. And the opportunity to move in a new direction is coming your way, and ancestral wisdom is encouraging you to welcome it with open arms. Going on a trip is an exciting process because not only do you learn about the world, you learn about yourself. So this card often comes up when you have a chance to go through a process of awakening and understand even more about the amazing qualities you have to share with the world. Often such journeys can be lonely, but this in itself can teach you that you are never really alone, and your angels and your ancestors are there for you. The extended message for the card says, the road you are on may be the road less traveled, but this journey is going to be highly beneficial for your emotional and spiritual growth. If it isn't about covering outer distance, it's about covering distance within, and you will be evolving every single moment of it. Remember to keep things simple and to lighten your load, because that will make your journey more enjoyable. You're also being encouraged to see how far you've come and how you've really grown as a person, because this recognition will support you in going even further. And there's a good chance that along the way, you'll make new friends who will become companions for a lifetime. Wow. Yeah, so definitely a beautiful journey. I feel like it's a general reading, so it could mean, of course, outward journey, but with it being consuming and taking this inward, I feel like for a majority of us, it's for an inner journey here. And you will meet amazing individuals along the way on your inner journey, because you get to really tune in with your guardian angel, your angels, your spirit guides, your loved ones who've gone back to the other side already, your ancestors. So you have a whole slew of beings of support for you on this inner journey as well. And then we will pull here from the Divine Guidance deck to see what message from your mama's spirit, what she has for you right now. And whether you had a great relationship or not, or whatever, this is your mother higher self. So, if they're on the other side already, this is that higher being of unconditional love and light. If your mother is still alive and you have a horrible relationship with her where you don't talk to them or, whatever kind of destructive relationship you might have had, this is the beautiful being of unconditional love and light on the other side that's playing the character, but it's the actor behind the character, completely different. So it's a different type of message. And if you have a loving relationship with your mom, it's still your unconditional, loving, higher self, the soul of your mother bringing through a message for you. So let's take a look here. What does your mama have for you here? For all that chose butterfly number 1. All right, this is the one here. And these are fractal imaging. So whatever you see, I call it like the spiritual ink blot test. So whatever you see within the picture is a special message for you, and then we'll read from the book as well. And you have card number 24. Pretty, pretty, pretty. And I was going to say, I don't think I saw a butterfly in there, but it's very flowery. It almost could be like a butterfly is hiding in there. But let's see here. So card number 24. My fingers will work. There we go. Wow. So this is the divine feminine energy that's coming in. And it's funny, the vulture was talking about both, it depends on what culture you looked in, was divine masculine or divine feminine, but here's mama bringing in divine feminine energy. So this card asks you to begin operating more from your feminine flow of energy, whether you're male or female or how you identify. It asks that you allow your power to flow from within instead of using force. Be mindful of using a gentle approach to people and situations. The role of nurturer and healer is important for you, and these gifts will blossom when you allow them to naturally emanate from you. Focus on your relationships with the people you interact with. You will find that more will be accomplished while creating peace and harmony for all involved. So definitely bringing you this Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, this nurturing energy of love in here for your journey. So I like it. And then lastly, we will pull here from the Naked Heart Tarot. Let's see what other messages that any of these spiritual beings have for you here. So what else would you like? Those that chose butterfly number 1 to know, please. Okay. Like they do want this one, and they do want this one, and they do want that one. These 2, and that one, and that one. All right. So let's scooch these. It feels like these are together here, and then these 2 will be by themselves. So, okay, I see what they're doing here. They're like, we all want to speak again. So you do have your spirit speaking here, and so we'll start with this one in the middle. And you do have the sage, the Hierophant. So this is about the inner search here that it's talking about here. It's discovering the capital T truths of who you really are, what you really want in life, not being, so drawn out into the supposed tos and the shoulds and the need tos and the have tos of the outer world. This is like you getting really in tune with your true self. And look at this triangle and then the all-seeing eye triangle. So it's really seeing things from a higher perspective and going on this inner search. So it's definitely reiterated here that it is an inner nudging that is being brought to you at this point. And then this was from your future self. Yeah, future self. Look, you even have the time here. The Two of Pentacles is you realizing that you're so much more than the human self. It's the higher, you have the infinity symbol here, which is the cycles, but it's connecting from the higher realm, bringing in the higher realm into the physical human side, allowing yourself to be this conduit and bringing this beautiful energy, balancing out the fears and everything else that we've experienced, but you're gaining this higher perspective. You're bringing in this truth, and it's changing your world. It's allowing things to flip. I almost want to take the, it's like if you feel time is running out, it's like flipping it, where the sand starts to go back down in the other direction. So it's like it's all about the timing. It's all about divine timing. It's about this ebb and flow, that it's okay. Again, this contrast. It's okay to feel and experience the human side, and when we're ready, we ebb and flow back to seeing things from a higher perspective than the other, going back and forth. My mom is a Pisces, of course, with it being right in the middle of Pisces season, right? And so we talk a lot about, that it's okay to go back and forth. The two fish of Pisces go back and forth, they go into the dark pond to experience the darkness, but then they also go and swim to the bright side of the pond. And so there's two sides of the pond. Neither is right, neither is wrong. They're just different. We have different experiences. So I like that coming in here too. And then we have the Strength card. So here is connecting with your higher self. Again, here's that infinity symbol that's showing here about cycles, about going back and forth between the higher and the human self, both energies here, and that there is this bond that comes together. With the Strength card, I love how they show like the wings and the lion. Normally, the Strength card has a lion separate from the maiden, which is our higher self. But there's this message that we come down here on purpose, for a purpose, as the lion, as the human, to experience life. And we're told to find our fulfillment outside of ourselves. So it eats of the, relationships and situations and things, and still feels empty, still feels hungry and thirsty, because what we are truly thirsting after is the unconditional love of back home, like we talked about, and this coming together, this bond together. Here's the little lion with wings. It's the combination of our human and our higher self walking together, experiencing life in a completely different way than when we felt alone as just the human without awareness of our higher self in the spiritual world. So I really like that. And then Mama, let's see what else your Mama has to say here. We have the Four of Swords, so peace of mind. Here is this Ace of Swords, which is about connecting to the capital T truths of the higher realm and cutting away the fears of losing conditional love. So really stepping into, I feel like the message here is stepping into this loving energy of Mama's love, right? The nurturing love, the comforter, the mother side of our, creator, the mother and father of all things. And, that's what they say, like the Holy Spirit was in the Christian Bible and in the Christian religion, is that the Holy Spirit came to comfort us after the death of the Christ, because, that's the mothering, that's the nurturing side that comes in. So I feel like this is very much sitting within this comfort of that higher love. Yeah. So whatever has been coming that you felt was destruction, the Tower card does tell you that you're always being watched out for. You're always in the loving arms of our Creator and of that spiritual posse, because the Tower card has this message of whatever it happens in our life is happening for us, even though it's sometimes hard for our human to realize that. But when things are moved out of our life, they're being out of our lives for us, to make space for the new to come in, right? It's kind of like the destruction of the vulture. It comes in and it takes things away, but it allows the growth and the space for something new and to clear our path for us to move forward. So there's this transformation of that life happens to us, and then we go into victim mode, to the switching, the ebb and flow, right? We go to the light side going, oh, okay, this happens for me, so why would I want this to happen for me? So I really like that. Then your final message is coming in here. Here you have the Four of Cups, so emotional stability coming in with this mental stability, because you're being offered this beautiful love that comes in here. So again, this connecting to the love from above, helps us feel emotionally stable and mentally stable, because we are seeing things from a place of unconditional love, where we don't have these fears of losing conditional love, or that the outside world defines us, that we get to step into our emotional decisions in each moment. What story are we applying to the situation? What emotion are we deciding to feel? It is up to us. We decide, and it brings in the stability that I'm not at the whim of the outside world. I get to decide what something means, and I get to decide how I feel about it. Even though we have a ton of course, opinions about what it's supposed to mean, we get to decide. Yeah. And here you have the death and rebirth card. So there's definitely some things happen in your life recently, happening right now, or will happen. Obviously there's, with the Tower and the death card here, there's this transformation that's happening in the outside world that's nudging you inwardly with the Sage card here, because this is turning you inward for this inward journey. So the outward side things are turning you inward, and it's a beautiful awareness. It's a beautiful balancing that does come in. So I love this for all of you that chose butterfly number 1. And if you are enjoying this content and you want to get notified of more when new videos come out, there's a couple of things you can do. First, you can give this video a little thumbs up by clicking the like button down below. That does tell me that you're enjoying the content, but it also tells YouTube that you're enjoying the content, and they will actually bring more of this to you. Also, they will share the video with other people as well. Because the second thing you can do is click that subscribe button. That gives you access to the notification bell. And when you go in there, if you select the all option, 2 things happen. 1, you'll be notified right away when I post new videos. And 2, you're also notified when I go live on YouTube to provide free readings. Also, doing all those things helps spread the Zen love, and it helps my channel grow in significant ways. Because when you like or share one of my videos, comment on one of my videos, subscribe to the channel, doing all those things makes the YouTube algorithm really excited about my channel and the videos, and it automatically shares it with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of that, please know I'm very, very grateful. Also, these are general readings. If you're looking for even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings, and all that information is listed in the description box of the video down below. All right, beautiful butterfly number 1s, as you go through this adventure, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing adventure here. I'm sure we'll be talking soon, but in the meantime, you hang in there and you take care. If you chose butterfly number 2, then this is the reading for you. And all the cards that I use in a reading, I do list in the description box down below of this video. So if any of the cards catch your attention and you want them for yourself, you know where you can pick those up. We are going to start with the Wild Mystic Oracle. And this is going to be just the theme of what Spirit wants you to know right now. And then we'll dive into finding out from your future self and your mama's spirit. So, from Spirit, what would they like you to know right now? What's the theme here that they want you to be aware of? All right, so it's this card first. And you've got the Believe with the bunny rabbit with horns. Beautiful, beautiful card. So believe. What's this down here? And let's see what we have for here. And let's see, is this a rabbit or is it a unique creature? We'll soon find out here. Nope, it's not called a rabbit. I know it's called something unique. And let me just find it here. That's right. It's called a jackalope. So this card represents belief and appreciation of the unknown. The mythological jackalope, a rabbit or a hare with the horns of a deer or an antelope, is found in folklore all over the world. As well as being a popular cryptid in North American folklore, tales and depictions of horned rabbits can be found across continents, from the oral legends of the Wixárika people in Mexico, I probably mispronounced it, my apologies, to the single horned Al-Miraj of Iranian myth, and I probably mispronounced that as well. Apologies. This creature has existed through hybrid taxidermy, art, and stories for centuries, and consistently ignites the imagination of storytellers through the present day. Despite being a mythological cryptid, the jackalope's origin is commonly attributed to actual sightings of rabbits and hares suffering from a condition known as Shope papillomavirus. And again, totally murdered that, I'm sure, which causes them to develop horn-like growths on their bodies. Wow. So the jackalope reminds us that many unbelievable stories begin with fact, and to appreciate magic in our everyday. So this card encourages his unique perspective and eccentricities, and is a symbol of powerful creativity. It carries the message to believe in yourself and know that there are forces within you that have yet to be seen or believed by others. Wow. So the shadow reading for this is that this card is a belief in imagination taken to excess. You may become lost in your own dream world and forget to come back down to earth. Often that world may seem safer or more accepting, while the real world can seem harsh and difficult. But with your creativity, you can find a balance between both worlds. The element of this card is actually spirit, which is a pretty powerful energy, but I really love that, and we'll dive deeper in here and see which way that both your future self and your mama's spirit brings in here. But this, I love the belief about the unseen and the unknown within you, and how your imagination and your belief can take you to places and to areas of your life that you aren't even aware of yet. So I like it. Next, we are going to look into the Angels and Ancestors Oracle to see what your future self wants you to know right now about this time in your life. All right, so let's see here. What does your higher self, your future self, want you to know? Okay, they want this one right here. And you've got the Hermit, retreat and recharge. So I like that energy. We'll put that right here. Let's see what else they have here for you. So definitely this turning inward to find who you really are. This beautiful journey. The Hermit card in the tarot actually has like a lantern, which represents spirit and your higher self guiding you on your path. So it's like your higher future self is telling you, turn inward. I got some stuff to show you. And really the stuff that you don't even know about yourself yet. It says, take time to rest and recuperate in order to continue your growth. Benefit from the information that will come directly from your heart space. The Hermit card is one of solitude and meditation. It represents your capacity to go within and arrive at the cave of your heart. Many of the answers to your problems lie within you, and if you don't take the time to connect with yourself and feel comfortable alone, you won't be able to hear the messages that are rising up inside you. The cross-legged meditation position of the cave-dwelling sadhu on the card is an invitation to harness the power of your meditation or prayer practice. The Sri Yantra symbol behind him represents the union of masculine and feminine energies, hence support from Mother, Father, God. I love that, nurturingness. You have been working hard and giving your all to your current situation, and it may become draining and detrimental to your development unless you retreat and recharge your energies. So you're being guided to take a step back at this time. If you are working on bringing something together, your overall involvement could impede the process. So retreat and breathe. If you have something to say or do that could have a larger impact on your life, spend some time in deep thought, even contemplation, before moving forward. Often when we rush in, we don't see how destructive our actions can be. So meditate, pray, and listen to your soul's wisdom before proceeding further. I like it. So what a great message from your future self, your higher self, saying, turn inward, spend some time with me. I'll show you guidance. I will help you avoid some problems, avoid draining yourself, So rest and relax, step in and communicate with your higher self. I love it. And then we're going to pull from the divine guidance cards here for messages from your mama's spirit. So this represents, like, if your mom is already passed and gone to the other side, this is her higher self, that unconditionally loving being there. So no matter what your relationship was with your mom in the human world, whatever character you interacted with, this is the actor behind the character, a powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being who's made of unconditional love, the soul, the higher. And if your mom's still here on the planet, this is still her higher self communicating with you, regardless of what relationship that you've had with them as well. I call these the spiritual ink blot test, the divine guidance oracle, because they're fractal imaging. So whatever you see in the picture is a special message from your mama to you. And then also I'll read from the book as well. So let's take a look here. It is card number 39. And here is the beautiful colors coming in. Pinks are the, of course, color of the chakra of the higher heart, the spiritual heart. So I like that. And then let's take a look here. So this card is called Resolution. And it says, life is like a puzzle, and we put the pieces together in a way that fits for us. Until now, your puzzle hasn't seemed to fit together in a way that has made sense. What seems out of harmony will begin to feel balanced, even though some things feel like they just won't work. Shifts and adjustments are happening now that will bring in that balance. You will find that things will start to fall into place and that everything will fit together perfectly in your life. What a great mama message, right? Always this wonderful nurturing energy saying everything's going to be okay. You'll see, they see things from the higher perspective. They see how everything fits in like the giant puzzle pieces, and where we may not understand now why certain things are happening or why certain things happened in our life, they're seeing things from the big picture from the other side. And they're saying, trust me, you'll see it. Everything's going to work out fine the way it is destined for your highest experience. So just trust it. Just trust it. So I like that. And then we're going to pull here from the Naked Heart Tarot and see what other messages they have for you here. So what else do any of these three, what else do they have for you here? All right. Oops, all right, these two over here. Okay, and this one here, and this one here. All right. So this is going to be from Spirit, matches up to the Believe message here. And you have the Innocence of Swords, which is the Page of Swords in the Standard Tarot. What this represents is a newness, a search, a wanting to connect to the capital T truths of the higher realm. That's what this Ace of Swords does, is it allows us to understand things from a place of unconditional love, the wisdom from up above that cuts away the thoughts and the beliefs and the mindsets of the outer world, that which, is rooted in the fears of losing conditional love. So it is giving you new knowledge, new wisdom, new information around you. The Believe was talking about these inner things that you're not aware of. It's allowing you to see this. So you are definitely connecting with it. And I love the design back here, kind of matches the design of the Hermit with the bonding together of the upper and the lower, the masculine, divine feminine coming in too. So I really like that. And then the Hermit here, this was from your higher self, your future self. So these are from them as well. And here you go, movement of swords. So here's that Ace of Swords they're holding here. So you definitely, the knights all have a quest, and the knights quest after whatever suit it is. So they're questing after this Ace of Swords. This inner journey is searching for this new information, this new awareness about, I just feel it's this hidden gifts, these hidden abilities, this hidden power that you are not aware of yet. And so this wonderful energy that's coming in about this quest, you know, I have all this communication that's coming in from the higher realm to help you in this path. Of course, that's what the Hermit is all about. Yeah, this is exactly what I was thinking of here with all this energy. I was going to say, it's like the Eight of Wands, which is communication from spirit. And look, here's the antelope with the bunny rabbit coming in too. It's like, look, a lot of energy that'll come in fast and furious for you here, but a lot of communication from spirit. Because this can represent, the wands can represent our energy, our spiritual energy, and the Eight of Wands is a ton of communication. So as you are going through this process, going through this journey, stepping away, turning down the fear noise and turning up that energy, the frequency of the higher realms, which is rooted in unconditional love and joy and peace and laughter and gratitude. That's the frequency at which spirit speaks to us. And if we can take time away, get away from all the noise, and connect to this beautiful love from above, that we will hear very, very specific information that'll come in for your journey. And you'll see it in the outside world, like bumper stickers or license plates, or overhear someone's conversation, or get a weird email, junk mail with a weird, message in the message line, which is like, oh my God, that's the answer I'm looking for. You know, you'll get just tons from the outside world. You also will get mental messages that'll just drop into your head out of nowhere. And especially if it's someone from the other side, like someone who's already passed, and you're not thinking about him and suddenly you have a memory of him, that's them letting you know that they are with you and that you are never alone. But it's a beautiful, beautiful, journey. Emotional messages will come in too. Sometimes you'll just get this flood of emotion and your mind takes a moment for it to interpret what it is, but you'll just get this flood of emotion. So a lot of messages from spirit definitely coming in here for you. I like it. And then these will be additional messages from your mama's higher self here. And you have the movement of wands. So you have the Knight of Swords searching after that knowledge and that wisdom. And here's the Knight of Wands, which is fast moving like this Eight of Wands. So a beautiful energy coming in. And this Knight is questing after the Ace of Wands. Mama here saying, realize that whatever you focus on is what grows and expands. So something that helps you with this resolution that they were talking about is when you focus your energy on what you're missing in your life, then you grow more missingness in your life. So you start to miss more things in your life. Also, if you focus on what you don't want in your life that's in your life, you actually feed it and it grows. If you focus your energy on what you fear will leave your life, you actually repel it out of your life. And if you focus on your fear of what will come into your life, you draw it and call it to you. So Mama here is saying, if you focus your energy on what you're grateful for in your life, you draw more things in to be grateful for. When you focus your energy on what you do want to have come into your life, you draw that in. And if you focus on unconditional love and joy and laughter and peace, all that grows and expands, and then the other diminishes in your life as well. So she's saying that this quest you're after for your power, it is this energy of the power of wherever you point your magic wand is what grows and expands. So whatever you focus on, your energy is what grows. Like attracts like. Here is the Heart of Cups. So the Queen of Cups Queen of Cups, she not only rolls over emotion, but she's given a second portion of emotion. So very, very divine feminine energy coming in here. Mama love flowing in, letting you know that you are so loved by them, but also to trust your gut and trust your intuition. Very much nudges you into this relationship, turning inward and upward as well. Because in addition to communicating with your higher self and spirit, if your mom's on the other side, you'll be able to actually communicate with her too. I like it. And then your final card for your reading is the Wheel of Fortune. And this does indicate that it is a time of change that's coming for you here. And it is for your benefit. I call it the Wheel of the Tune of For You, because it's for tune, and where, you know, when we're talking about here, when Mama said, everything always unfolds for you, even though you may not realize it, this is reiterating that message. But with whatever is coming, whatever this change that is moving in here, the stuff that's going to be coming to the surface, showing you how powerful you are, and these hidden talents, these hidden abilities, these hidden opportunities that are coming forward, that even your human self is going to feel that it's fortunate for you. So a very, very good sign for this coming in. It does tell you that before you came down here, that your soul did choose you to be its avatar, to live this life through. And also that you chose when you were going to be born, and the possibilities of when that you'll leave here and you'll pull away out of your body and be fully spirit again. But there's all these fated events that you did want to experience as you went through life. But within each of those fated events, you still have the power to choose. And it just kind of comes into this energy here that in each moment you get to choose if you're going to have a thought or a story or a belief around a situation of, is it going to be of fear or is it going to be of unconditional love? Each moment is an emotion of either fear or unconditional love, and an energy of fear or unconditional love. And all of that sits within us. So it changes our outlook on life, that if I am the one that gets to choose what something means and how I feel and where I want to invest my energy, I'm not on an out of control drama train that's about to explode as it flies off the track and goes into a gorge. But I'm more on a monorail train that is a smooth moving train. It's connected to the track so it can't fly off, and it has its exact stops perfectly on time. And it's unfolding for me, and life is not happening to me. So I really love this message coming in here. It reiterates a lot of what Mama was saying too here, that trust the journey, and that when you realize you are in this power, you don't fear about what's coming next, because you get to choose what it means, how you're going to feel, and where you're going to invest your energy in it. So you have more of this feeling of living in the moment, not fearing the future or reflecting on the past so much as living a lot in the now. So I love these messages for you. If you want to make sure you get notified when new messages come out, there's a few things you can do. The first is giving this video a little thumbs up by clicking the like button. That tells me that you're enjoying the content, but also tells YouTube that you are, and it'll bring more of that content to you. The second thing you can do is hit that subscribe button. It gives you access to that notification bell. And when you go in there, there is an option for all, which if you select that, two things happen. One, you'll be notified right away when new videos are posted. But two, you're also notified when I go live on YouTube to provide free readings. I know. In addition to all of that, it also helps spread the Zen love and helps my channel grow in significant ways, because when you like or share one of my videos, comment on one of my videos, subscribe to my channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so crazy happy, excited about my videos and this channel, it will automatically share the videos with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things I mentioned, please know I'm very, very grateful for that. And these are general readings. If you're looking for even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings at a reasonable rate, and all that information of the pricing and how to book a reading are listed in the description box of the video down below. All right, all of you that chose butterfly number 2, as you flutter through this beautiful inward journey here, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things. And of course, I love you too. So have an amazing journey. I'm sure we'll be talking soon. In the meantime, you hang in there and you take care. If you chose butterfly number 3, then this is the reading for you. And all of the cards I'm using in the reading, I do list in the description box of the video down below. So if any of them catch your fancy and you want them for yourself, you know where you can pick those up. And we're going to start off here with a card from the Wild Mystic Oracle. And these are going to be the message from Spirit on what they want you to know right now. And then we'll dive in and see what your future higher self and your mama's spirit wants you to know. So this is where we're starting with from Spirit, and you have the reveal with the badger. Beautiful, and we'll put that down here. And let's see what badger has coming in here for you. There we go. So this card represents revelation and uncovering hidden truths. As creatures burrow deep into the earth, they seek to reveal food, warmth, solitude, or protection. Burrowing creatures have long been associated with treasure hunting or delving for secrets. And the earth is also the final resting place for many creatures, including humans, and delving underground may be associated with revelations about life and death. And this card urges you to dig deep and find the answer you seek. Badgers dig deep with the earth to create large setts, it's S-E-T-T-S, to house themselves. And badger setts sometimes damage or destroy building foundations, farmland, and riverbanks. And they can alter the courses of hedgerows and boundary lines. So this card may be seen as a stubborn and relentless determination to dig, a headstrong hunt for the truth in the darkness, without thought for the disruption such unearthed truth might cause. The shadow side of this card says, while badgers live in small families or clans and are not solitary animals, they're often observed working for themselves rather than cooperating with others in their set. They do not tend to display support for each other when foraging or raising young. And in extreme circumstances, they do not even warn other badgers of danger, preferring to look after themselves. The card may be interpreted as a selfish individual. However, it might also be viewed as independence, shyness, or introversion. And the element of this card is earth. So I feel like the energy of this is a time of inner reflection, of looking into oneself, diving into your own truths, diving into understanding who you are and who you want to be and expressing it that way. You know, this energy feels as if it's someone who gives and gives and gives and gives to so many people, but doesn't give to themselves. And now is a time for that dirty word of selfish, you know, it's, and looking at it more as being nurturing to yourself, allowing yourself for your own reflection and not allowing any guilt to come in with that. So I like that to start off. Next, we're going to look here at the Angels and Ancestors Oracle, and this is the message that comes from your future self, your higher self in the future, and what they want you to know right now at this time in your life. So let's take a look here. What does your higher future self want you to know here? All right. I do want that one right there. And you have the Elder, move beyond ancestral patterns. I like that. We'll put that down here. And let's see what Elder brings in for you here. I'm just picking up on this energy of, especially with this reveal and diving deep and focusing on you, that it's like healing old family patterns and letting go of old thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that have been passed down from generation to generation. Things that we just took on as truth that because it was always done that way, and this is how it's always been said, and the supposed to and the should and the need to and the have to and the must, this is clearing this away. And it's like your elders from the other side are telling you, you know what, we did things weird and for weird reasons and out of fear, but it's okay, you can let that go now, and they're going to help you with that as well. For the card here, it says, move beyond the limitations that have been set, for you by family members, past and present. Know that the energy of your spirit is more powerful than genetics and behavioral patterns. Wow, yep. The Aboriginal people are the oldest tribal people still living on the planet. Their hunter-gatherer culture and ancient spirituality are rooted in tradition and balance with the earth element, right? So the Aboriginal ancestors are offering you not only wisdom that will help you heal and adapt to the ever-changing planet, but also an understanding of what a spiritual life can be. The elder is the ancestor who comes with a message of healing change. They're an embodied soul, yet they have had journeys that go beyond the physical. Therefore, they represent a reclamation of power. And when they appear, it's an acknowledgement that you have the capacity to move beyond the limitations that have been placed upon you. If you've had expectations of success, failure, sadness, or even sickness placed upon you by your family, it's important to know that you are here to create your own story. Yeah, definitely these cards are so much alike, right? This card represents personal healing that will bring healing to your family lineage, past, present, and future. Know that you get to decide what you take on, and also know that your ancestors are rooting for you and are sorry for any setbacks that they created for you. Yeah, it's like they're saying, we kind of might have started some familial chains of abuse or belief systems that are unhealthy, that weren't for our best. We're sorry for that, but we're here to help you now. So I like that. All right. Next, we do move in here to the Divine Guidance Oracle. I call these spiritual ink blot tests because they're fractal imaging, which represents, there's like pictures on them. And so whatever you see in the picture is a special message from you, from your mama spirit, and then we'll read from the book as well. So from your mama spirit, what I mean by that is, like, we all play characters here, but we all have an actor behind the character. So we have our spiritual self, our soul, that powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being who's made of unconditional love. So no matter what relationship you have or had with your mother character here, this is from that higher self, that soul, a being of unconditional love. So whether your mom is still here or on the other side, this is from that higher being. So this is the message from them. So for those that chose, all right, they actually want this one right here, butterfly number 3. This is from your mama. It's card 35. So I'll show you and you can see what you pick up on here. Right, and we'll put this over here, and let's see what message Mama is bringing in for you. Wow, we're opened right up to it. And this card is called Celebration. It is time to take off your work hat and let your hair down. It's time to go have fun. Sing, dance, play, and be wild. Really let yourself loose. Let go of the stresses of your daily life for just a little while and get out and enjoy yourself like you used to before you grew up. Oh, like when you were her little child. So your heart needs this, your mind needs this, and most importantly, your spirit needs this. Get out there and celebrate life, celebrate pleasure, and celebrate being you, capital Y, capital O, capital U, exclamation. So Mama's saying it's time to go have some fun. Why are you being so serious? Really understand that these restrictions, these things that have been keeping you feeling limited and small and in this cycle of pain and suffering and fear, that it's like, this is how you get out of it. You choose joy, you choose to do things that ignite this brightness and this joy within you, which help you step out of the fear. Then it helps you understand and reveal these beliefs that have been keeping you feeling that way. And this allows you to move out of it. Again, she's joining in with the elders, saying, we're sorry for everything that we have done, but it's time for you to see the truth of who you really are and allow yourself to express it. Stop being so serious and have some fun. I like it. All right. And then we're going to pull here from the Naked Heart Tarot. And this is just going to be additional messages from any of them here. So let's take a look and see what we have coming in there. All right. So these two are from Mama. These two are from your higher self. Oh, and they want the hidden one on the bottom from Spirit. And anything else? And I feel like these three as well. So this one in the middle is from your Spirit, from us, from Spirit, not from your higher self, but from Spirit. Yeah, and here you go, Movement of Swords, so Knight of Swords. In this, of course, the knights all quest after something, and this knight quest after the Ace of Swords, which is connecting to the capital T truths of the higher realm. Allows you to see things from a higher perspective, a different perspective, and cut away those thoughts and those beliefs and those mindsets that have been keeping you restricted, those rooted in the fears of losing conditional love. So definitely this revealing, this truth coming in, so fitting for that here as well. And then these two will be from your higher self. And you have the Fool card. Yeah, ending of old cycles and beginning of new adventures. So fits right in with what they were talking about here, about you have the ability and the strength to cut away old cycles, old belief systems, and start a brand new one free of expectations and all those rules. That's what the Fool card represents here. Is it's almost like a child, where when they're first born, they don't have all these rules. The world is wide open until we start learning all these thoughts and beliefs and mindsets from our elders and parents and everyone else, right? That makes you feel restricted and small. This is a change. This is the ending of that and the beginning of it. Yeah. And the Five of Pentacles represents that too, because the Five of Pentacles starts off feeling like these feelings of abandonment, being left behind, being left out in the cold, feelings of lack. And it does transform into these beliefs that are more in alignment with abundance, because what happens with that is you learn that it's not humans that bring us what we need in each moment, but that it's the Creator, it's the Mother and Father of all things, Source, whatever you believe your higher power to be. They have endless resources, right? They will never pull back their support from us and have us feel abandoned. Humans do that because when humans go into fear, they go into fight or flight mode and survival mode and will grab all this stuff back. And that's where we feel the abandonment and the left behind and all that. But this transformation that happens is you're developing this higher connection to those beliefs and connection to unconditional love. You realize that the Creator's love for us is eternal and unconditional. They will never leave us behind. They will always make sure we have what we need in each moment. They always have, right? Otherwise, we wouldn't be here right now watching this video. We have always had what we need in each moment. Maybe not what we wanted, but definitely what we needed. And Spirit usually gives us more than we just need anyway. But our human side might have this long list of, I didn't get all this stuff that I was supposed to get. And it's like, well, that would have harmed you. That wouldn't have been for your highest experience. That's what Spirit does for us. So I like it. And then these two are going to be from Mama here. So more about the celebration. You have the Three of Wands, and the Three of Wands does represent change of direction that you are initiating. And I like that. Look at the brightness in the celebration here of the sun back here, which is victory. It is brightness. It is glowing. It is joy. And I like that. They're saying, take a different route. We might have always okay, this is what I do, or this is what it means, or I can't do all those other things. Make a different choice. Just drive home a different way. Go to a different restaurant, do things differently, go do something exciting and new that will trigger this joy and allow you to really see things differently in your life. Yeah. Because you have the Seven of Swords. Swords, like we talked about here, are our thoughts, our beliefs, and our mindsets. The Seven of Swords represents thievery and deception, but it's not from other people. This is about what of your own thoughts and own beliefs and own mindsets have cheated you out of joy and celebration. What has made you, not be able to enjoy something and get so consumed about what something means and the story that you're putting around a situation that just sucks the joy out of it right there for you. This is Mama telling you, look at the decisions you've made before and make different ones. You have the power to look at it differently. So I like that. And then you have the Movement of Cups, so the Knight of Cups, seeing and connecting and searching after a higher love definitely is coming in here for you. And I kind of want to put this here to represent kind of this journey here, the additional searches of connecting to this chalice, this holy grail, which is the unconditional love of the higher realms. Allow yourself to become a chalice, not like a barrel that's everyone, you give everyone the life out from underneath you, where you feel drained, where you feel empty. This is kind of that selfish kind of feeling coming in where you get to fill up with that unconditional love from above. Everyone else gets overflow. You don't have to sacrifice yourself and give yourself up. That's an old wives' tale. That's an old tale that has been given, that's what we're supposed to do, is sacrifice all ourselves, and if there's anything left over, we get that. It's like, no, the greatest gift you can give the world is a healthy, full, overflowing you, not a bitter, resentful, energy that you're giving everyone because you feel like you are, have to sacrifice everything. So I like this energy coming in here. It's very transformational. And then here you have the Spirit of Swords. So the King of Swords coming in. So this movement, this search, it tells you do find it. You do find this connection to the higher realm. You do take this Ace of Swords in your hand and cut away the old thoughts and the old beliefs and the old mindsets that no longer serve you. They did serve you for a time, because we did come here to feel like what it might feel like to be small and trapped and restricted and resentful and drained and in fear. It is a giant amusement park full of fear rides, and so we came here to ride the rides. But after a while, we're like, a fear ride is a fear ride is a fear ride. I want to go get some ice cream and sit in the Zen garden and just see things from a different perspective. And that's what's happening with all this. And then you have the Two of Pentacles. So this wonderful balancing of things coming in here. It is time to balance the outside world. I feel like it's this switching again, this changing of direction that, it's time to really allow this beautiful unconditional love and joy, joy is your natural state of being, and allow that to come down to the earth. The Two of Pentacles can represent bringing the heavens down into the earth. So allowing yourself to channel this beautiful gratitude and joy and bliss and peacefulness and unconditional love, allow it to come down and fill your heart and overflow out. Like we were talking about with Movement of Cups, be that chalice, allow yourself to fill up with joy and just giggle and have the laughter flow outside of you. Why are you being so serious? Well, that's why. The Seven of Swords steals away our joy, steals away the opportunities of love and other possibilities in the outside world, because we've allowed these old ways of thinking to just keep us restricted and small. But you're stepping into your power. You're realizing this revelation, this reveal that's happening is how much power you have over your life. And the more you connect to this unconditional love and higher wisdom from above and allow it to come down into the earth here, the more joyful of a life that you'll be able to live. So I love all these messages coming in from your mama, from spirit, from your future self. And I can't wait to see what you're going to do with all this. So laugh it up, live it up, have a great celebration. If you are wanting to make sure that you do get more of these messages and don't miss out on any of them, a couple things you can do The first is to give this video a thumbs up by clicking the like button. It tells me that you're enjoying the content, but also tells YouTube that you are, and it'll bring more of it to you. Second thing you can do is click that subscribe button, and that'll give you access to the notification bell. When you go in there, there is an option for all, which if you select that, two things happen. One, you'll be notified right away when I post new videos. And two, you're also notified when I go live on YouTube to provide free readings. I know. In addition to that, it also helps spread the Zen love, and it does help my channel grow in significant ways. Because when you like or share one of my videos, comment on one of my videos, subscribe to the channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so giddy, crazy happy. It wants to automatically share my videos with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things, please know I am very, very grateful. And these are general readings. If you want even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings at a reasonable rate. All that information on how you can book it and the pricing is listed down in the description box of the video down below. All right, all of you that chose butterfly number 3, as you go through this beautiful adventure, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things. And of course, I love you too. So have an amazing journey. We'll be talking soon, I'm sure. In the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.